As you can see, potentially law enforcement officials and other officials just outside of a gate, this on a street near the Beverly Hills area. Of course, we're following it very closely on Live Now from Fox. And of course, we were watching this. We didn't know exactly what we were seeing at the time. So this is just a little bit ago as you can see a crowbar to get through this gate initially as well. The long guns and a multitude of people. As you'll see, they'll zoom out a little bit just to see the amount of force they are using to get inside this home. And of course, the complex in which this home sits is a very expansive one for the American rapper and producer. You can see them checking inside of a vehicle. We don't know exactly what is involved, if Diddy's even there. We don't know a ton of information about this at all, but this was dramatic video coming in of the Los Angeles home there, raided by Homeland Security. Some of those images there on the backs of them. We also saw other images. I want to kind of quickly move to what else we saw as people were led away, potentially in custody. Don't know who these individuals are, if they're related to Diddy in any way, but you can see them, a dramatic video from our Sky Fox team there in Los Angeles.
When you see this number of law enforcement agencies coming together, making this type of raid to such a big, high-profile mansion like this, in a neighborhood like this as well, this is very thought out, methodical, planned out for days. So
follow breaking news out of Star Island. Several law enforcement agencies are raiding the home of hip-hop mogul P. Diddy.
And tonight, we are learning it may be tied to alarming allegations. Let's get right out to CBS News Miami's Larry Seward. He joins us live from the scene with what we know so far. So, Larry, what can you tell us at this point?
Authorities not confirming very much beyond the fact that this is part of an ongoing investigation started by Homeland Security Investigations in the state of New York. Behind me, that is the entrance to Star Island. You can see the Miami Beach police car there at the entrance. If you look to your right, you can see this is where the Homeland Security Investigations are set up with their command post. We've seen not only HSI police, we've also seen an FBI agent and numerous other officers going in and out of the house.
By the way, you're watching Chew the Fat with Smooth. I appreciate you for joining us today. We're going to go over this Diddy situation, and it's a lot to go over. The last thing that I displayed on the screen was his flight pattern, so we'll start there. On Sunday evening around 5 p.m. local time, the 54-year-old rapper's private plane was tracked departing the Sacramento Executive Airport and then landed in Palm Springs International Airport about an hour later, per the outlet. 1 hour after that, his plane took off from Palm Springs and landed in Los Angeles-based Van Nuys Airport. The plane landed about 8 p.m. local time. Then on Monday morning around 9 a.m., the plane departed from California Airport and landed in Antigua. It has not been confirmed whether the rapper was on the plane during the flights. It is his private jet. It has been confirmed. They've tracked the number down. It is that. We can't say for sure that he was on it, but in all likelihood, it was indeed Sean Diddy Combs who was on that plane. I would imagine. I can't say for sure, but who else is just flying your plane around scrambling? If it looks like he was scrambling to get his affairs in order before taking flight, pun intended. So that's just my opinion on it. I can't say for sure. This is all alleged. We don't know, but in all likelihood, that's what happened. The thing that's peculiar to me is that during the raid, as you saw, 2 of his sons were arrested and no one else was on the plane. We do know at least a couple of his sons were arrested and were not on there. So if you're on the plane and your family is not, that is horrible, my friend. You would leave your family, just abandon them while you take flight to save yourself. That's what it looks like. We don't know if that's what happened, but if any of these allegations or stories are true, then that's probably his character. I hope that's not the truth, but man, it looks really crazy. And some of these allegations, they're talking about XC trafficking, right? You'll have to kind of decode that, but you know, we can't say certain things here, so that's fine. But you know what I'm talking about, the trafficking that allegedly men and women, there's a bunch of allegations, at least 4 women and some dudes. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, allegedly some dudes. So either way, we've heard whispers of this forever, right? There's been rumors of this for decades now, of the weird stories and all of their weird things that go on and all these allegations, but he's able to get away unscathed. He hasn't really had any issues. I know that one little incident with J-Lo Shine back in the day at the club, but he still got out of that with no problem, right? He didn't do any time. So no matter what he was able to do, he never really had anything happen to him. So if you ask me, this is just my opinion, right? I think that there's a green light on Diddy. I think that he got some people in high places very angry, and he has to pay the piper now. It is what it is. I think that's where he's ended up in life, where he can no longer get away with what he used to get away with. He's no longer shielded, and he's just vulnerable. So it's your time. They called your number. It is what it is. And it's probably going to be messy. I don't know for sure. Again, just afford me a little bit of grace because we don't know. This is just my opinion on it. I'm definitely welcome to your opinions, even if opposing. Not a problem for me. You can leave them down in the comments below. Not a problem. Also, if you have any information that I may not have just yet posted, please feel free to talk about it, spread the word, because as long as you get a valid report, don't just come out with anything outlandish that nothing's really confirmed, but we'll just use our common sense with that one. And this is what it looks like right now. It's a scary thing for him, his family, and I don't even know what to make of it. It's a really bizarre story, and this was building up for a little while. You saw the Cassie thing pop up, and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't usually go like that. Paid off the lawsuit real quick, and at that point, it was just like the floodgates were open. So that's why I kind of came up with the theory of the green light situation. I think that his time's up, and you're probably not going to hear very much more from him. He's been a billionaire, very successful guy, mogul, whatever you want to call him, producer, musician, recruiter, whatever he did it great. He had the Ciroc situation. He did so many things and was able to accomplish so much. But, when you're doing a lot of dirt behind closed doors, sometimes it's going to catch up to you. You have to be careful on your path to success. There is going to be a microscope on you. You have to understand that as adults. Whatever you do, the potential for that to come back and bite you later is always there. So we have to just really watch ourselves. So that flight pattern for me was kind of peculiar. It looked like he ended up in Antigua. To my knowledge, they will extradite you. So I don't know if that was his planned final destination, or maybe he has a speedboat to get to wherever else that he wants to go. There's been rumors, unconfirmed rumors, that he was heading to an island off the coast of Africa. We don't know that for sure, but there's so many conflicting stories out here. I don't even want to say all of them because it's not really valid. But anyone who does have any validity to their story, go ahead and let me know, because I'm extremely curious about this. I'd love to have a discussion with you guys. I might even go live about this. If you guys want me to do a live about this, you go ahead and put that in the comments down below. And you already know I am Trev Smooth, slave to the mob, so I will gladly oblige. So just let me know if that's what you want me to do. We can go ahead and discuss it. I can even arrange to call in or bring you up via video chat. Doesn't even matter. I'm very interested in this subject matter now. It's buzzing all over, at least the social media, right? Legacy media, not so much. I couldn't find it on any of my local channels or even beyond my local channels. I could not really find it that much. There's a couple places that have it, but you kind of have to dig. You have to find it on social media in order to find out any details at all. But it's looking very hairy for your boy Diddy right about now. The feds usually don't lose. Homeland Security invaded. It's not a game anymore. It's not a game anymore. So just let me know what your thoughts are. I let you know mine. And as always, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.